Odin's Organics here. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. So today I wanted to talk about being a generalist. A guy named Dan Coe, listened to his video. A good friend of mine sent me his video, and kind of like boosted my confidence in being a generalist. I'd always kind of felt a little bit, not bad, but just like, well, I wasn't super good at one thing, you know. I wasn't an expert, you know. And so now, after hearing that video, I'm kind of thinking to myself, wow, like maybe being a generalist is cool. Maybe it is a good thing. So for me, let's just talk about hobbies, passions, whatever, jobs. So for me, it goes, I've got nursing. I'm a registered nurse. I've got music. I'm a musician. I've got martial arts. And I just want to focus on those. And then gardening. I like to garden. I like to call myself an organic farmer. And so those four things, if we start with nursing, because nursing is the one that makes the most money for me right now. And I'm a registered nurse, and I was looking back I've been doing it for 10 years, and I was looking back and it's like, whoa, I'm a generalist in nursing too. I've done ER, I've done med surge, telemetry, I've done PACU, I've done a little bit of ICU, I've done travel nursing, I've done pre-op, I've done clinic, I did a little bit of teaching. So I have all these areas of nursing where I'm a generalist. I'm not the best ER nurse. I'm not the best. I don't know everything about medications. I don't know everything about interventions, but I'm a generalist, you know? You can put me in basically any healthcare setting where there's a nurse needed, and I can probably figure out a way to be helpful, you know? And then so next we go to music. So I'm a musician. I grew up playing the guitar. When I was younger, I was really into the guitar. Got decent at, you know, playing guitar solos and being a guitarist. And then as I got older, I became more of a songwriter, started singing. I could play you a little bit of jazz. I could play a little bit of classical. I'm not expert, not good at any of it, you know, but I can do a little bit of it all. And now I'm mostly a songwriter. But even in my songwriting feels real general. It's like, yeah, folk, country, just a very broad, general genre, I guess, that I like. So we got music, we got nursing, we got martial arts. So I've done Muay Thai for a few years. I did jiu-jitsu for a while. I recently, and I want to make a video about this, but I recently, like the last 2-3 months ago, I had to stop doing jiu-jitsu, and now I'm into boxing. I'd love to learn some taekwondo. I'd love to learn some karate. I'd love to get back into grappling again someday. But yeah, being a mixed martial artist, right? Like a generalist, a general martial artist. So there it is again, shows up in my life. And then with gardening and farming, I have a very generalist approach. Like, I like doing a little bit of it all. I got some livestock. I got chickens. I live in the suburbs, but I got 10 chickens. So I take a little bit care of some livestock, and then I also have a vegetable garden. Take a little bit of care of those vegetables, and then I also have a compost system. Take a little bit of care of that compost, and then I also have fruit trees. So I'm a beginner with growing and farming and gardening. So, you know, there it is again. When I approach something to learn, it seems like I just go very broad, very general with things. And so I think I was thinking to myself on the drive over here, like, well, if that's the case, then why would I make a YouTube channel that's specific about anything? Knowing myself that I'm probably gonna have a new interest here in I don't know, a couple years, have a new hobby, have a new passion, or have a new interest in the interests I already have. Maybe with guitar, maybe I'd get obsessed with jazz or whatever. God only knows what will come, so I have to keep that generalist mindset open. And then another point I wanted to talk about was how that those different hobbies, passions, jobs, they bleed over into each other. And I have a couple examples of that. Music and martial arts. So fine motor skills and then the big motor skills. If you can do the fine motor skills and the big motor skills, I feel like they just kind of come easily. So there's another bleed over. Gardening and martial arts. Patience, right? It takes a lot of patience to garden. You gotta wait months sometimes for something to come up out of the ground and you eat it. And with martial arts, you gotta do repetitions for you to actually feel confident for that move or for that whatever you're trying to learn. So these general hobbies that I have, they all kind of feed each other. And yeah, I'm not super good at any one of them, but I can hold my own, you know. I could hold my own in a jiu-jitsu class. I could hold my own in an emergency room. I could hold my own in on a farm. I could hold my own, playing music. So, yeah, don't underestimate being a generalist. Thanks to Dan Coe and a good friend of mine, it's been like, whoa, that's a breath of fresh air. So, that's all I got to say this video. We'll talk to you soon.